Alrighty, I'll just be with you in a few more minutes after I've finished sorting out the links on Discord. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. Alrighty. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Cosplay wise, I'm still working on a wig which is over in my kitchen, so I can't really show it on camera, but it's basically sort of all clipped together. I went over it with a steamer just so I can let the fibres cool down, because the thing about wigs is unlike hair, if you can heat style them, but the fibres only stay in place after they've cooled. So yeah, you basically heat them up with like a steamer because it doesn't overheat them and it won't melt most of them. And yeah, just let it cool in what position it's held in. This is for a project Keith's running, which is basically a I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically the premise is the player characters, of which I'm one, are basically a bunch of video game bosses trapped in their own worlds and tormented by speedrunners. I'm very excited to play that. It's going to be like a 3-part recorded series that Keith's going to edit after the fact. So yeah, very interesting project that I'm excited to be in. But I digress. My other project is basically just making a new top for myself, so not really cosplay, but cosplay skills, you know. But yeah, let's see if we can get this running again. I updated OBS, so hopefully nothing's gone wrong. Okay, we're in business. OBS-ness. $4.20? Blaze it. Okay, so we just got into this new town. When I called it on Monday, we were on the path. You know, we're trying to track down a pirate because a water adept, who we definitely need in the party, is currently serving time for his crimes. It's been a long time since we had any visitors in Mikasala. Welcome into our inn. It's 24 coins for a room. Would you like to stay? In this economy. Hey, Icky. It's indeed Brittany. How are you? Give you a quick shout out. Oh, thank you for the sub. 62 months. Wow. Pretty good. How am I? Yep, I'm good. Pretty much clear of that cough/cold. Got a bit of a bill from the letting agency for my flat over some energy stuff, but hopefully that we can work that out. Oh, and a 10 stream watt streak. Heck yeah. So yeah, I think the last thing you streamed was some Silent Hill F with Jailer. Presumably you streamed that on Tuesday. I was at work at the time. Well, Tuesday's yesterday. My sense of time is terrible. People. Forgive my manners. No, please, do not fear me. Me at work. I am the warrior, Gahalad. I'm looking for someone, and I need your help. Do you know of a knight called Brett? The main character from the previous game. You do. I must warn Sir Brett that he is in danger most grievous. Even now, Satraj, Navampa, and Azart are looking for him. They wish to avenge the loss he gave them at Colosso. Icky, you skipped. Jailer was working, you were hired. Okay, fair enough then. I mean, I think everyone's kind of busy now that it's getting warmer. I fear what might happen if the Free find Brett before I can warn him. Because everyone knows, fights are easier if you're forewarned. Well, actually, I suppose that's technically true. There aren't any towns between here and Garrow. You should rest here and maybe equip yourselves before heading out. We're going to check every single jar, and the game is powerless to stop me. You come such a long way, friends. Stay a while and rest your feet. Why are travellers always in such a hurry? Like my mum used to say, fools rush in. I mean, angels fear to tread around me, but that's something else entirely. I went out to investigate after the earthquake. It looks like a whole different land collided into our own. Not saying it was big already, but now I know we're connected to Indra. It's just huge. I guess everything's been Pangeared. Hey Nick, a good evening to you too. Ooh, maxed him. Cosplay suggestion. Elham Vissen Hooten from Xenogears. I'm not familiar. Give Nick a quick shout out. I believe you're co-streaming the second wind thingamajig tomorrow, aren't you? Icky, of course I'm not familiar. I'm Bree. A town called Gera lies to the east of us, but its residents aren't quite human. Oh yeah, so Gera is basically a town of werewolves. Welcome, welcome. If you need it, we got it. See anything you need? Okay. Signage armor. Okay. Can you equip the bracelet? Okay, it's better than padded gloves. I do like how this game handles just buying stuff from merchants. Like, you can auto equip and sell your old gear. Okay, I guess this town only has one shop in it. Ooh. I love it when I find something in there. In the heart of Asenia lies a sacred place, Ezrock. Ezrock has stood there since this world was first formed. No one knows exactly what that means, though. If you want to go to the heart of Asenia, there are two ways. You can approach from the south, or you can come down from the north. No east or west. It's weird that you can't go all the way around Asenia from the south. I mean, it's a piece of cake if you go from the north. Anything in the well? Brioche peered into the well. It's completely full of water. The bottom is really deep. If you're going deeper into Asenia, you better be ready for trouble. No way I'd leave town. If I got lost on the roads I'd be a monster snack in no time. Those who have climbed Ezrock claim that they can see the unseeable. My husband has tried to climb Ezrock many times. I wish I knew what he saw on that big hunk of rock. I can't let him try to climb it again. What if he were injured? What does the unseeable even look like? She be... Bah. Bark, bark, bark. I heard someone say that there's another continent west of Goodowin. At least that's what my dad used to tell me, rest his soul. Must be nice to get out and see the world, but staying in one place is nice too. Maybe that's why my dad founded this village. Hey mister, you an explorer? Yep. Awesome, don't tell anyone, but I want to be an explorer too someday. I love exploring out behind the house, it's my secret place. My father-in-law was a great explorer long ago, as was my husband. That boy sure admires his grandpa, but I get really worried about him. I'm afraid he'll get hurt if he became an explorer like his grandfather. Okay, cooking anything nice? It's a roast chicken, so big that it's practically bursting out of the oven. I wonder if this was related to the chicken I saw outside. I thought it was a pet. So in medieval times, they'd kept chickens mostly for eggs, but, you know, if they got old enough that they stopped laying eggs, they made a very nice soup. Okay, and that's the healing place. So this has sort of like a classic D&D system where if you equip a cursed weapon, you actually need to go to a monastery to have it, well, one of those sort of cleric-looking guys to have it removed. Unless, of course, you have the one item that means curses don't affect you. Well, I guess there's not much else in this town, so without any further foreshadowing. Shadowing. Yeah, so we're headed to a town full of werewolves. Sorry, spoilers. You do actually show up, but you do actually get to play some of the same people in the third game. But that's all it really had anything going for it. Icky, without any more foreshadowing. Exactly. We're going to fight a kobold. Sorry, Anthis. Level up. Yeah, while I've been watching Keith's game dev streams, I've actually kind of wondered, could an RPG do something more interesting, like a computer RPG do something more interesting with critical hits? Level up. Like, maybe give you a chance to do some sort of context-based improv with attacks or something. Okay. Yep, I've just walked around in a big circle. Where are we actually going? So we can go north around that way. Or we could explore around here a bit. Yeah, let's do some exploring. Like, that one NPC did suggest we can go either north or south, so let's look both ways. And everyone's leveled up. So like, you know, if you get a crit, you have an option to say, you see an opportunity to, and you choose from a list, maybe depending on the character. And there's like context related things. So like, do extra damage, and there's like, if you know, there are extra sort of okay, there might be a gin around here. Oh yeah, that's it. I was going to print out a guide so I wouldn't miss any gin. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So like, if there was like a broom nearby, you could say deals extra damage by whacking them with a broom, or stuns them, or just various other effects. You know, just give if you know, just sort of make a critical hit in a video game a big deal. Because, you know, rolling that natural 20 and rolling the extra damage feels really exciting in a tabletop RPG, but in a computer game it's just like, oh, that's a crit, and that number's slightly bigger. Cool. You know, maybe if it's sort of early game, it means your fellow monster's slightly faster, but okay, I don't think I'm going to find a gin around here. Nick, kill team / breach, kill crit effects time. Okay, this is the okay, so kill team is like the Warhammer spin-off. Breach is the game you're working on. It's not extra damage, but special effects that happen when you crit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. This game actually does something sort of similar, because obviously you can see magic weapons tend to have a magical attack that activates on a crit. So this axe has Stone Justice. And the sword I've got on Jenna has Dreamtide. We're at the coast with the most. Okay, we found a town. Garrow. Boing. Gee, I wonder if these people have anything to do with dogs. I've played myself. Notice it's getting dimmer as I go up. Nick, kill team is a bunch of them, like stunning, extra unblockable damage, suddenly piercing armor, etc. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, boo. What was that? Oh, okay. I know that's supposed to be a werewolf, but when I was a kid and I still think that looks like a mouse. No less. Thank you for the resub. You've been subscribed for 15 months, currently on a 2-month streak. In your own words, apparently. How you doing? Surprise cameo from Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that looks like a mouse person instead of a werewolf. I don't believe it. Was that a what? Craden, do you know what that thing was? Or one of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters? Yeah. Well, perhaps. So what are you waiting for? Tell us. I suspect it might have been a lycanthrope. A lycan what? Just think of them as a race of people born with special powers. Kind of like adepts, you mean? Yes, that sounds right. You've put it quite well. So in this series, people with psychic powers are called adepts, and they mostly live in hidden villages. Adepts borrow their abilities from the power of the elements, while lycanthropes borrow theirs from the power of beasts. This is why they take the forms of animals. They may look frightening, but we must try to communicate with them. That's what they say about me. Lycanthropes, werewolves, a whole village in hiding. Is it just me, or does Craden seem a little too happy to have found werewolves? Yeah. Don't patronise them, dude. What, me? Happy to find werewolves? You must be joking. I guess I'm just curious about all the secrets of these new lands. Any real scholar will be thrilled to explore a new land full of mystery, huh? I mean, the people living there probably don't consider it to be mystery. So there are werewolves only in Oceania? If so, how could you have even known about them, Craden? Craden, was there a genocide? No, there's something were-elf. Is that a reference to something I'm not familiar with? Yeah, that is weird. Alright, so I lied. I'm glad we found werewolves. There, are you happy? Tumblr user, okay. And you know what? I want to get a closer look if I can. So let's go. Let's find us some werewolves. Okay, treasure chest. I will find you. And I will open you. How do I get up there? Maxting, werewolf chaser. No less. Oh, the one who did the pineapple in a pneumatic press GIF. Or rather, the one who replied to it. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Okay, so it's something underground. Go! Whoops. I was just calling my dog. Sounded good, huh? Which one of us who removed his hood in front of these strangers? Yep, they're all werewolves. You there. Strangers should not go about at night. Guests are welcome in Garrow, but they do well to stay in at night. Foreigners only come here on route to Ware's Rock. Only a chosen few can reach the peak. So you say that you saw a werewolf? Yeah? Don't be ridiculous, there's no such thing as werewolves. It's grim luck that he brings strangers here in the gloom of the full moon. There should be an option that's just like, dude, we know you're all werewolves, we're chill about it. And then again, I suppose it's kind of polite. Unfortunately, you should come on a night of the full moon, sir. Come during the day to see a full range of wearers. I see what he did there. Sorry about nights of the full moon, we only sell claws and fangs. You probably wouldn't have any use for those, would you? Wait, is there a stairs in the back? Brioche looks in the oven. There are lots of strange looking plants boiling in that large pot. It's got a familiar smell I just can't quite put my finger on. Oop, we're underground. Okay, we're meant to be down here. Welcome, we have just the gear you need. Okay, this is just items. Garrow exists to protect Ayers Rock. In exchange, we gain its power ourselves. We have other powers than just Whirlwind. I wonder which of these will inherit the powers of Master Maha. So you heard of Whirlwind? Most people haven't. Even in Garrow, only a chosen few can use it. And different people use Whirlwind in different ways. Master Maha's mastery of Whirlwind will put anyone to shame. I've heard about the Windstone. Using Whirlwind on it makes something happen. Okay, I need to remember that. I wish I knew what would happen. Something weird, I guess. Yep, the werewolves are airbenders. Or Jupiter adepts, as they call them here. Max Ting, you made it to your laptop. You can actually type here without using the damn redeems. Yay. Oh, yep, so who is, Elhayem Vissenhouten? Oh, she's Elhayem Van Houten. That makes more sense. It immediately makes my mind go to Millhouse. Our oldest son is always scampering off late at night. Where is he? Is he by chance a werewolf? That pup of mine just won't listen. He just went out when he shouldn't have. He just wanted to see the moonlight, and now his father blames me for it. Okay, yep, pup. They're not being subtle here. Good evening, wanderers. You looking for something? Searching for werewolves, eh? You don't really believe they exist, do you? So you best keep it to yourself. That is, if you don't want to have folks here howling with laughter. Oh god, they're doing the thing. Outsiders could never understand the gift the moon has given us. No fair, my brother always gets to go out late. What made Master Maha take my brother to the rock? I want to see what's in there. Plot twist, the rock's just like a gacha game thing. Max Ting, fantasy and JRPG names being what they are, you can't blame me for taking it at face value. So, what kind of character is Elhayem Van Houten? Xenogears is one of those sort of games I need to play but have never got round to yet. Ooh, reveal. What? Outsiders here? Wait. Guess we need reveal. Remember that from the first game? Notice you can't see Max Sting's posts. That's weird. Nuts. Nonus, all yours. Okay, I think you might need to refresh, Nonus. When our people grow older, they generate strange powers. Of course, I'm just a wee pup in people years. I cast Whirlwind on the stone like I was supposed to, so why didn't I gain the power that Mahat wields? Hey Koto, good evening to people who got out of work an hour late and others. Heck yeah. Smoke bomb. Sleep bomb even. My mate is close to obtaining the power he's been seeking. She said mate. If he succeeds and carries on Master Mahat's traditions, I'll be so proud. Okay, I guess I'm gonna need reveal here. Knock knock. Does Whirlwind do anything? Nope. Okay, I guess I'm coming back here with Whirlwinds. No, she best it's because you decided not to use mod view for once. Maxting. Elheim Valhuten is complicated. She's lived countless lifetimes, but in her present final incarnation, she's a member of the setting equivalent of the SS, because her father is a high officer in it, but she doesn't remain so. Nevertheless, there's some painful scenes in which a temperament being so right for an organisation based on hate and atrocity and the adoration of power is overcome by the setting equivalent of meth. So basically, she's a fascist who took LSD and became a decent human being. I should have gone to the inn. Actually, I don't really need to go. Basically, it was night when I went up, and it's not night anymore when I get down again. I guess for plot reasons. I guess this couldn't do the whole Breath of Fire full day night cycle thing. Any gin up here? Maxting, she's a fascist who overcame her programming and gives deeply of herself to try and save the world from their agenda and free it from the grip of fascists who've ruled it for thousands of years. Okay. We all love a good redemption arc. Oh yeah, what does Iron do? Bolster the party's defense. Oh, thinking about it. Let's find out what this summon looks like. Oh, she's a good-looking redhead. Fair enough. Don't know how I'd look as a redhead. Wait, I've literally just cosplayed a redhead. What am I saying? Okay, Ramesses returns. Okay, yeah. Nick calling me out immediately. No, let's BRB, gonna make a sandwich. Cool, cool. Maxting, sandwich Iran. Oh yes, protagonist of Metroid Dread. Okay, let's go full circle around here. Oh, what have we got up here? Nick and Metroid Rye. Metroid Rye. I didn't guess it. EMP Desert. Okay, I think we need reveal. It was a super weak sound alike for Prime. Oh yeah, like Metroid Prime. I guess it. Oh, there's this rock we've heard so much about. Ayers Rock. Beware the wind stones. The stones magnify the power of the wind. Use caution when approaching Ayers Rock. Okay, let's switch Whirlwind in, because I feel like we're going to be using it a lot. Okay, I don't think this is going to be a difficult dungeon. In fact, I think we can breeze for it. Oh no, an emu. Phew. I'm tougher than the New Zealand government. Jot that down. Okay, I need to point it. To get round to the other side somehow. Oh, ghoul. Guess the only way is forward for now. Let's do a quick save. Of course it's a bloody mimic. bruise. Better do some healing. Okay. So I need to get to that somehow. Ooh. Thought I was on the world map for a second there. Let's see if I can get around this way. Level up. Yep, here we go. Level up again. Round and round the rocks we go. Where we'll stop, nobody knows. Okay, send the wind up this way, so now I can circle round. And I've got sleep, which is probably completely useless, but hey, at least it's a new spell. We already did the Metroid Dread pun, Nihilus. Here we go. Oh wait, no we don't. And we have a harpy. Maxty, you're not coming out with anything for Metroid Fusion? I guess there's Metroid Fusion cuisine? I suppose that's a bit spurious as far as bread puns go, though. That's the way we came in. Oh yeah, this was the way we unlocked. So it blows that way. Cool, cool. Whatever we find at the end of this, it better be worth it. Are you a mimic? You're not a mimic. Okay, so the cookies want those stat items that it gives permanent stat boosts. Boosts maximum PP, so who needs that? Probably Jenna. Nihilus, it's still not showing you chat messages. You refreshed and everything, back to mod view, I guess. Maxting, stick it out. You sure I'll get my second wind? Have you tried control refresh, Nihilus? Okay, now if I go from the other direction. Oh, that's the refresh you did. Vicky, Browse is haunted. It's the only explanation. Nihilus, Firefox just updated yesterday too. Oh yeah, I saw the update. They come with free VPNs now. Nope, I don't think Firefox have tried vibe coding. Like, there was someone involved in the project who was into crypto, but they sort of, not crypto, sorry, AI, but they basically pledged that you can disable all of the AI features. So there's that at least. Okay, heading south first, because I want that treasure chest. Nihilus doesn't guarantee they aren't using AI's code though. That's true. Although it's an open source project, so I'm not entirely sure what their structure's like. Icky, you'd really rather they stuck with prompt engineering. It's more honest vibe code than vibe coding, which is probably why they changed it. Yeah. Vibe coding sounds like something pretty cool. Like just coding in a flow state. Not asking a glorified predictive text to do it for you. Maxting. Vibe coding to you sounds not merely like a buzzword, but also a lot like not knowing what you're doing. True, but to be fair, that's normal coding. Oh, we're here. Let's see what this does. Ooh, stairs. He agrees. And as a professional computer toucher, he'd know. Maxting. Then again, even if it did inspire confidence in you, Blue Sky crashing after incorporating Claw's code would sure would undermine it. Yeah. Okay, I guess I need to come back here with a... water person. Mercury adept, sorry. Gotta use the in-universe law. Okay, we're here. Okay, I guess I can walk around and get that chest now. No less, something very important about technology died when we started having to ask the technology directly how to make it work. The manual is in the device was only the beginning. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Like, you should be able to check how to fix a device, you know, without using the device itself. Otherwise you get a hammer in the box that's been nailed shut situation, don't you? Maxing. Pries open the device, pulls out all the wires in the way. Where is it? Icky, or a cutting tool and packaging that needs cut. Yep. Like scissors in that horrible plastic packaging that basically turns into razor blades when you slice it. Pardon me. Still a bit of a cough left, I guess. Sword! None of them can equip that. Just for fun. I suppose I should save. Oh yeah, so I'll need to come back here with the Mercury Adept. If I need to see what's in that puddle. Well, beyond that puddle. Whee! Shortcut. Oh wait, not even shortcut. What do we have up here then? Oh, guess what I forgot to switch off? No, let's quote Pollen's dumb and also a nerd. Yeah, I don't know. What am I going to stream after Demon School? Yep, only time will tell. We may never know. It's a lot of sleep bombs, I guess. Icky, that would be art creators because you have unmedic... Well, actually I have ASD and I'm taking the only medicine I know for it. That is to say, streaming obscure JRPGs. Well, up we go. Given how often we use this joke, you're surprised how long it took for this to fail. It took this long for it to fail. Yeah. Okay, so I guess if I get to the other side, I can push that down. Hey, the Wives Anarchy. How goes it? Okay, I guess, I need to activate that stone somehow. Okay, if you've still got friend cat's feed and the weather compels you to walk. Okay, say no more. Enjoy the sunshine, go feed Kitty. Hopefully back before the end of stream, but if not, thanks for the stream, have fun. Oh, thank you. And thanks for giving the Wives Anarchy a shout out, Nihilus. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot it was Lesbian Visibility Week. Although I suppose being asexual, I'm a non-practicing lesbian. Maxting, there go your bank heist plans. Yeah, sorry. All stealth cloaks are disabled until further notice. Where does this lead me? Aha! Oh yeah, but first... wonder when we get to see... Oh, there's this new sword attack. That's cool as hell. No, those slope bits are certainly a shape. No comment. So now I can go all the way back around there. I think one thing I do like about this game is all the puzzle designs mean you can just run back through everything quite quickly when you're coming back round again, you know? Gonna rock you like a hurricane. No less doors to before, you mean? You don't know if you use quickly describe any travel that has an encounter rate. Yeah. To be fair, I think it's one of those internal encounter chance sort of deals. So it never gets you get run into so many encounters you get frustrated. And to be fair, this is a very, this is very much a Game Boy Advance title, so the idea is you'll probably play like 30 minutes then come back to it. Okay, I need to see what's up the right-hand path. That's the one that involves backtracking. There must be something good there. Exactly, Maxting. Continuing to flex on the Australian military. Although I was under the impression it was the New Zealand one. You ever just walked into a wall without noticing and been attacked by a monster? I hate it when that happens. Maxing, even if I didn't manage to take them out, the fact how I managed to do it without a significant material loss would have still put me ahead. True. Yes, I've got Ragnarok, basically the best single target attack in the game. Maintenance will arrive soon. I hope that's good news. Fujin's shield. Interesting. Resists wind. Okay, only one person in this party can equip it. It's good because you reported black mold. But only in the sense of relieving bad. Okay. Well, I hope they sort out that mold. I had an inspection yesterday and they pointed out there was a bit of mold growing. So I got myself some power foam and gave the bathroom a good bleaching. Pardon me. I notice we're down to taking out kobolds in 2 strikes now. Or up to, I guess. I guess it's an improvement, so maybe up to would be the correct wording, even though down to 2 strikes would be more logically accurate. But, you know, it's all about vibes. Encoding your language. Okay. Well, this must be the place. Okay. This is just going to another place. Guess they all really hate Sheba. Well, let's try it. Huh. What do you know? We've got a Sanji stone, so let's top up. What are we up to? Oh, okay, an hour and 15 minutes. It's just breezed by. Hello? Maxting. Storming Ayers Rock. Wait, Mazzini's here. It's Ayers Rock. I see what they did there. Exactly, putting on airs. Always a colour coded in some way, but okay, that's going to open up the way to something. Guess the idea is we need to create the right combination of platforms to get across. So it must involve that somehow. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I think we've cracked it. Or have we? Okay, so that needs to be down somehow. 10 out of 10. This is a good puzzle. Oh yeah, I see it now. This ought to do it. No idea what that did. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Thanks to the hydrate maxing. And the posture check. Anything up here? Oh wait, that's the way I came in. You think the mic picked up my back pocket popping? Well, it didn't pop, but it must be my chair. At least I hope it was the chair. If my back's clicking like that, I'm in serious trouble. You're surprised they didn't target Sheba again? To be fair, I don't think the AI in this is particularly powerful. Note to younger people, this is referring to in-game video game AI that controls non-player characters in a somewhat realistic-seeming way. It has nothing to do with any more recent, well, any technologies that have recently been rebanded as AI. Curious. Okay, can't go that way yet. Something down there. Looks like a summon. Maxing, honestly, you kind of hate all the NPCs you meet to have bland, large language model personalities that constantly regress to a sycophantic mean. But just like with the blockchain and NFTs, we're expected to be really into this idea. Yeah. Okay, so letting it vent out that way opens it up that way. A conundrum presents itself. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. Maxting. I went to task probably at the same time you did. We have another puzzle team. Okay, unlock the shortcut here. Okay, that's just rude. Maxting. Notice you've been away for a sec while we're talking about NPCs and FTs. Oh, I just mentioned AI and had to clarify. I was talking about video game AI, not large language model AI. And then Maxting brought up the use of large language model AIs to power NPCs, which doesn't really have particularly impressive results. Shiba is very squishy. Maxting, because the term AI was used for years to refer to the way enemies fight in random encounters, but the term got hijacked and it brought to mind the idea of these large language models in games. Exactly. And as many people have pointed out, the confusion is very deliberate. Chest. Big on creeper. Chest. Me when I started HRT. That got me absolutely nowhere. Oh, I see it now. Wait, no, I have not achieved anything here. Yeah, I'm a buffoon. No less and shoddy voice recognition. Maxting. Photoshop Seaman onto the invincible meme. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. I never owned a Dreamcast, so I never played it, but I kinda wish I did. Oh, I see thing. Maxting. Seaman sounds like the stuff very weird dreams are made of. No less talking about the Carpy Hulu AI voice game outside Xbox played once. Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. Ooh, crystal. So do I do wind on it? So probably should save first. Brioche, check the Star Energy Stone. Okay. It just restores everyone's PP. Let's see where this takes us. Restores their PP maxing. Maxting says, but no. No buts, it's got to be butter. Okay, shortcut unlocked. Yep, the heads of those wild wind spewing heads that are on the we saw going up the mountain, and now they're active. A vial, although it's actually quite nice. Pardon me. Down we go. Okay, another shortcut. Although I can't leave yet because we haven't come here for what we came for. Maxting. Did we know there's a fairly comprehensive Doom mod that's a Castlevania game? As in, it still plays like Doom, but it's like chain whips and stuff. Isn't that basically Hexen? Or do you mean like it plays like a Metroidvania? Oh, it plays more like Castlevania. Okay, that's cool. So I remember, I think, on my original Motorola V220, I had two games for it. One was Tetris, and one was Doom RPG. which is literally what it sounds like a turn-based version of Doom, and that was really fun. You've played Doom RL, the Doom roguelike. Okay, that's interesting. Maxting, so what's he here for anyway? Changing Brioche's name to Bono because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Okay, where's that ban button? No, listen, you can't speak for me, but you're here for the autism, communism, and homosexuality. It's true, there are rumours I'm a lesbian. And I started them. Notice you're reading Maxting's comment as, "What are you in jail for?" And yes, Maxting, the gays keep winning. And we won't stop. Maxting, you guess it now, the Group W bench. You're here for littering and disturbing the peace. Also for autism, homosexuality, and being a commie pinko. Isn't that redundant? Like, doesn't pinko mean, like, not very communist or something? Ha, planned ahead. Oh, pinko means gay commie. Notice we've got a daggone fleet of ships passing in the night here. Yeah, I thought it just meant that as well. The more you know. Oh wait, I can move this. And then run over here. Aha! Gotcha. Clarity circlet. Yeah, I think Sheba needs the defense. Maxing. Pinko means commie in the sense. Commie's a gay weakling. Yellow something somethings. Oh, okay, I guess it. So it means gay communist, but in the sense of insulting someone by suggesting they're gay, not necessarily actually just sort of intersectionally insulting someone. It really just means commie, but carries a lot of baggage in the insult. Okay, that makes sense. Which brings us back to the Group W bench being a reference to the song Alice's Restaurant Massacre, a protest song about the draft. Okay, so I need to get over there. And move it. Yes. And now I can walk all the way around. It's like a 16-minute song. Also, it's massacre, because apparently that's a word for an absurd hullabaloo about nothing. In this case, littering. Oh, okay. I've never heard it. A word and never heard. Okay, we're finally here. Wherever here may be. It's a song from like the 1970s by Arlo Guthrie. I like this is also subtly reminding this wind beats sand, or earth if you will. do I get to there? Another vial. Okay, now I can get up there without being blown back. Yep, I'm gonna see the unseeable. Perceive the unperceivable. Everyone hears about a song for the first time. Okay, I think that just takes you back. Hey Al, you're 5 years away from 40 in the wrong direction. Oh, you know, I've spent most of my life feeling vaguely upset. I'm getting older. I think it's just kind of something that happens, you know? Drip. Brioche checked the tablet. It has very strange characters written on it. Wielder of the wind's might, lay your hands upon this stone. We bestow upon thee the power to see the truth unclouded. Do you think I ought to touch it? Oh yeah, so Sheba's backstory in the previous game was basically that she was being raised as a surrogate daughter by a extremely old nobleman called Babby, who revealed that he basically stole an elixir of life from Atlantis to become immortal. Anyway, Sheba touched the tablet. Sheba learnt reveal. Chest. Psy crystal. One of those things that's too awesome to use. Well, actually, that's a common misconception. You see, there can only be one 45-year-old in the world at any one moment. No less detail? Well, you see, my source is that I made it up. Maxting, would you believe there's no sword emote? Huh. I need to get this chest. Nothing else matters. Maxting, you starting HRT. Yeah, I should probably heal. So there must be something I do want to level up here. Oh wait, I wonder. Maybe if I... Maxting, you were greedy. One cute woman in this relationship wasn't enough. Spin, spin, spin. Spin to win. Okay, 666 coins. I think Hurricane's my favourite attack animation so far. $666 coins is an interesting number, and not unrespectable, but not a huge amount. Exactly. Which of course makes it a terrible pin. Maxting. You know, if you went through all that and only found one coin, you'd keep the coin out of spite. That would be very fair. I guess my voice is getting a bit crunchy, I'm afraid. I seem to recall... Oh, thanks to the hydrate Maxting. Oh, it's that time again. suddenly filled it till it overflowed. Okay, I guess I can't move it. Yeah, so there's a tablet down there, but how do I get to it? Maxting, what am I searching for now? Basically, there's a tablet down to the south of this room, which is, which if I get to it, it'll give me a new summon. And obviously I want that, because summons are fun. Ah yeah, this one. Already been that way. No, summons are fun. Magic the Gathering players in the 90s when creature cards were labelled as summonses. Okay, so that's a movable and basically solved the puzzle. So how do I get... Wait. Wait. So if I put that there... Of course. Now if I just whirlwind... Yes. That carries that all the way over there. Notice. Did Maxting hear about the Ninja Turtle set? Did you say the thing that happened with the Spider-Man set? Maxting, this rings no bells. Maxting, because both are in New York. Notice, so there was a Spider-Man set and a Ninja Turtle set, just like by coincidence. Okay, go on. Okay, examine the stone tablet. I can now summon Flora. 2 Jupiter, 1 Venus. Okay, so I need another Jupiter before I can do this. I can probably just leave now. Notice, for Spider-Man, they somehow got the rights to make physical cards for their IP but not digital cards, and the online free-to-play games try to copy the physical release sets completely. Okay, now how do I get down from here? Pardon me? No, so what they basically ended up having to do was basically, there are like 100 new canon question mark named characters in the Magic Universe who are spider humans, humans with spider parts, etc. Yeah. The third Spider-Verse movie should reference that. Just saying. Legendary creature, spider-human, shows up in probably at least a third of the cards released in the set. Oh no, I'm going to fall down. there's also this one card, a transforming card, where one side is normal Osborn and the other is Green Goblin. Okay, interested to see where this is going. Hey Key, welcome back. Hopefully friend's cat is doing well. Yeah, I think I can just retreat out of this entire... Yeah, there we go. She was good? Many pairs. Heck yeah. Yep, I got the tablets, although I need another Djinn to be able to summon the summon. Anyway, let's do a little backtracking. Go speak to the werewolf town. Wild how it's always dark as I approach. Oh, in the Through the Omen Pass version, Omen Pass are basically planeswalkers aren't planeswalkers anymore, but D&D style planar portals are a thing. Blame the Phyrexians. The Green Goblin. Just search Magic the Gathering, Fleam. Okay. I don't know what a Fleam is. Maxstick. Fleam is a weird looking bit of art. Is it a contraction of Flea Mortals? Ooh. Hypnosis Sword. Can anyone else use it? Nope. We'll hang on to those swords just for when we get the new party member, but... we might as well do some selling. guess we can't do them there. Pardon me. Icky, can one have too many swords? True, I guess not, but, you know, inventory space. Now this Fleen is like, you think a little weird mercurial little guy. Specifically, he looks like a bit like a dragoblin. So a kobold. Oh, it's just a big rock. Stupid rock. Whoa, nothing. Was there? Whirlwind, windstone. The rock was huge. How's that supposed to make it spin? I got an elixir. Rock can get quite desolate. After all, it's in the middle of a desert. Most people see nothing of the true Rock. Our current guests saw only the wind and the dust. Clear night around here always means fair weather on the morrow. You come all this way, so you might as well go to Rock too. It only rains a few times a year there. Rock is in a desert, so what else would you expect? Okay, in the oven. Lamb on the bone, broiled over an open flame. The lamb is golden brown and juicy. They probably noticed if I took some. Too bad. Notice more ickle dragon, less goblin in it, except in the face. Sort of kind of like a fairy dragon in D&D. What? Outsiders? Here? Outsiders you can enter. Oh. Oh. Look, is that werewolf? And he has wings because Green Goblin has flying. He was right there. Let's go find him, Brioche. Brioche, wait. Where could that werewolf have gone? Do you think we lost him somewhere? No? I hope we didn't, or rather I'd be quite unhappy if we did. Urgh. What was that? It sounded like a wolf growling, didn't it? My hearing is not very good, but there was something. Perhaps we should search this area more thoroughly. There is no need. Look, he's using synergy. Oh. Fear not. This child is harmless. He does look kind of small. Tell me, who are you? How did you come to be here? Or I should like to ask you the same question. Could it be, do you outsiders possess the power to reveal the unseen? Yep. Of course, I was certain that you must. Oh. Yes, you are correct. They must have passed the challenge of Rock. How come that kid doesn't talk like you? When we become werewolves, speaking the human tongue becomes more difficult. But you can. You must be someone special then. Special perhaps. Why don't you just call me? Aha. So I assume you can also use whirlwind. If you learned Reveal on Air's Rock, you must also know whirlwind. Yep. That's right. I think we can tell Maha that we're adepts. Woo. What did he say? I don't understand. He wanted to know what an adept is. A question I would like answered as well. Adepts tap the power of the elemental energies to generate forces like whirlwind. Elementals? You mean the 4 elements, the powers of earth, fire, and wind? That is correct. These elements together comprise everything in our world. Interesting. Very interesting. Well? Why did he say that time? He asked if there were no longer any need to hide from you. Why do you have to hide here in the first place? No doubt. Most would find the sight of a werewolf rather unnerving. You are sadly correct. Many consider ours an accursed race. And if they found you in your werewolf form? Once our people were burned at the stake as abominations. Hey Chiara, the goddess. Yeah, it has been a bit. How are you doing? They called this purification. Horrible. But this is the one. He won't get very excited and try to bite, will he? Been trying to get some demos. Oh yeah? Nice. Child, return to your home. Hello? Don't worry, we can trust them. Go back home now. Hello? They are adepts, not unlike us werewolves. They guard an ancient secret. We can trust them. They will not betray us to the world. Max saying you should take off? Okay. I hope you have a good evening then. Oh, you've been trying some demos. Silly me. Yeah, I've got a load of installed from the last few showcases. Me too. May I pet the dogs? Hehe. It has grown quite late. Why don't you go to the inn and rest? But then, I will not leave this place. You're going home? When I learned Reveal, I lost my human form. The wild is my home now. So, Master Maha, you always look this way? And the little one? The child changed because he looks directly at the full moon. So, by tomorrow morning, he will have returned to his human form again. Correct. Now let us retire. Brioche and the party stayed the night at the inn. You folks didn't sleep much last night. You don't look like you got any rest at all. Master Maha told us all about you. Don't worry about the bill, it's on us. Farewell, friends. I've heard stories about places like Ayers Rock. If they can handle Ayers Rock, they can probably handle those too. Maybe we should try stay and try climbing Ayers Rock one more time. If I used a lever, I could probably make that rock spin, but I still don't get the point of Ayers. Chiara, honestly, you're excited about one you hope comes out soon because the premise is ridiculous. Forbidden Solitate that made it a text adventure horror roguelike RPG while having it being solitaire. Amazing. Yeah, I've got Yeah, there's quite a lot of demos I've got installed that I'm going to try. I thought about maybe streaming them, but I'm probably just going to play them. Okay, it's daytime. No hoods for anyone. Last night when you saw me, I was wearing a hood. I guess I wouldn't have to do that anymore. I thought we'd never be able to talk to outsiders about our secrets. I feel so free. Oh, hey, we can go to the weapon shop now. Adepts closed. Clothes. Okay, let's get rid of some of this dead weight. So we've got a sword, hunter's sword. You also got a bunch of chocolate for next month. You had a moment that definitely 100% told you have a cycle last week. A co-worker offered you some chocolate and you nearly broke down crying. You're amused at it happening. Fair enough. Right. Well, we've got reveal, the most useful ability in the entire game. So, let's go do some revealing. I mean, I got a bunch of cheap chocolate, but that was because it was reduced after Easter. Anyway, we'll backtrack to the last town, because I seem to recall there was a gin there. Twitch is still not always updating chat for you properly. That's unfortunate. Moon Air. That's cool. Maybe I should look around that desert for a bit. It'll be tough for you not to touch it for another month because you do love chocolate. I got an herb. Thinking about it, it might have been the last town it was in. Okay, so the nice thing about reveal is it'll automatically show you if there's an item hidden in a box. I got a nut. Oh wait, can I read the sheep's mind? Oh yeah, I just love to eat me some grass. Around here is so soft, I just want to scratch and dig, bro. Okay, mattress all the way up there. Actually, maybe maybe I should look back through the desert then. Okay, back we go. Thinking about it, I didn't really sort of finish looking through those. Oh yeah, I should go back and talk to that guy, shouldn't I? I feel like there should be a gin running around here. Like tends to be in like islands and stuff. I guess you could say they're insular creatures. I like how this sort of obstacle course to get into it kind of emphasises how they fortified their village, I guess. Was there anything this way? Nope.
Ah, you came.
Yes, I definitely remembered.
I've been waiting for you. Would you mind telling me a little bit more about werewolves? I want to know the reason we possess the power to transform into beasts. Ah, well, actually, yes. Do you find it strange that we can change our shapes? Well, yes. But surely changing one's shape is not really all that unusual. What are you getting at? Think about the caterpillar for a moment. When the time is right, does it not transform into a beautiful butterfly?
Oh yeah, it's only natural.
And the pullbug and the hedgehog, do they not change their shapes to protect themselves?
Exactly, Nolus. Werewolf Daddy said trans rights. I've heard of these creatures, yes.
And many amphibians possess the power to change colour at will, correct?
Billy just nods.
In light of all this, do you mean to tell me you find werewolves so abnormal? Well, to be honest, I hadn't thought of it that way before. Perhaps you simply did not give it enough thought. How insulting. I, sir, am a scientist.
To be fair, someone who gets angry and says they're a scientist tends to be the kind of person who does not give things enough thought. Actual scientists love to be corrected.
Indeed, a scientist. That is impressive. I spent a great deal of time thinking about werewolves. For a time, I even felt cursed to have been born a werewolf. But after taking a more objective look at nature, I realised that we species have evolved by transforming. Don't you agree? Think about it for a moment. Without changing their bodies with weapons and armour, humans would be very weak creatures indeed. I believe that evolving into werewolves is just one way for humanity to survive. But that's... Of course, there's no way I can prove this theory.
Technically it's a hypothesis then.
But I feel our ability to use whirlwind was evidence of this.
Whirlwind? Why?
I thought only the people of Garrow could use whirlwind. It was a gift known only to werewolves, to Garrow's pack. And that only a chosen few could use reveal. But now I find that you too can use these. What does it all mean? Why are you able to use whirlwind, and what is an adept? Master Maha, do you know of the continent of Angara? It lies far north of the Eastern Sea. Angara. In the middle of Angara, there is a peak called Mount Aleph. Mount Aleph, then it's true. Our legends say this peak has stood since the world began. If Mount Aleph does exist, then perhaps our legends are true. It does exist. These two hail from the village at the base of Mount Aleph, a village called Vale.
This is all stuff that came up in the first game, by the way.
They came from Mount Aleph. Incredible. And they're both adepts, and while their powers may vary, everyone from Vale is an adept to a certain degree. Then does that not make them like us in Garrow? In Vale, the myths say that Mount Aleph gave birth to the adepts. This is not what the legends of Garrow tell us. As people, they're quite gifted, but it goes far beyond that.
Pardon me?
The mystical stones on Mount Aleph, the Psynergy stones, they're closely linked to the powers of the townsfolk. Psynergy stones, you say? If there were similar stones in Garrow, it might explain your powers as well. And what manner of stones are these Psynergy stones?
You seen the Maha? The shining stones at the heart of Ayers Rock.
I know the stone you speak of, but Ayers Rock is quite far from Garrow. I don't see how it could affect the people of here.
I wonder, could it be the wind? Yep, it must have been the wind. You probably figured it out for yourself already, Brioche. There are strong winds blowing within Ayers Rock. These winds would carry far.
Carry? Carry what?
It's so dense. The power of the Psynergy stone.
How is that possible? How could the stone's power be carried on the wind?
Do not belittle the power of the wind. Given time, the wind can grind down great mountains to sand. I guess it beats Earth in this setting. I mean, the wind at Ayers End was strong enough to blow us off the ground. So why can't the wind carry particles of the stone all the way to Garrow?
She's right. She's right. These particles from the Psynergy stone must be charged with its power. This explains why your Psynergy is weaker than that of Vale's people. You've been exposed to smaller particles. The wind patterns might also affect who amongst in Garrow can use whirlwind. Of course, this is all mere conjecture, but it does offer us some clues. Thank you.
It's Sheba. I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, haven't we given up our names, Master Maha? I'm Craden. This is Jenna. And Brioche. You must permit me to thank you for all you've done. No, please, we don't need any thanks. That's too bad, I was going to give you this.
A gin! It's a gin.
A gin, is that what you call them? When he is with you, he adds to your power. He is very helpful. I suppose you'll be continuing your journey now. Do you intend to travel by sea? That is a long journey.
Exactly, notice with wolf-like tread.
In that case, I think we'll get more use out of this gin. Aye, then I will.
Sheba found the Jupiter Ginny? Other. Exactly, Nihilus. Here, take this, Evie. Another Ginny? Talk about lucky.
This is a great gift. We're quite thankful. You do not need to thank me. Just take care of your travels.
Good luck with the werewolf thing, Maha.
Well, Brioche, we must be going now.
Wait, let's just have a look in his home. Okay, it's just a cave. Well, through the desert we go. What ability does it have? Focus will to restore PP. Oh, that's useful. And also I get impact.
It's you guys, thanks for last night. Oh yeah, you probably didn't recognise me in my human...
Wait, oh yeah, it's right. You probably didn't recognise me in my human form. I was in the cave with Maha. I was that little werewolf. I'm the reason you can stay in our village and we don't have to wear our hoods. My dad told me I put the whole village at risk, but he was really mad. He said this whole thing was just dumb luck. But why'd luck be dumb? Okay, I guess I'll head up to that desert then. Notice you really wanted to ship the two old lawmasters together until Kraden started coming off as a tad fancy racist. Yeah. He has, old man, he's just met a trans person energy. I should save, because I haven't saved in ages. And let's check this desert out. Because I believe I recall earlier, it had a reveal puzzle to access it. Or a reveal puzzle right at the beginning. Okay, free Energy Stone. Let's see what we got. Okay, I guess I can't. Maybe that was an alternative way to get there then. Level up. Yeah, maybe I will check out that desert though. Don't know if there's actually a way to get there, but... Oh wait, yeah. Sorry about the yawn. Gin Island. Okay, so is this the way to the desert? Yep. Yep, he desert. Oh, wrong button. There's probably stuff around here if I want to look. Guardian ring. Increases HP. Okay, this is probably something Sheba needs. When you drink too many yam smoothies, dessert. No less. Okay, we're at the 3 hour mark, but I'll just take a look around this desert just in case. Oh, hello. We followed the pirates here from Madra. You going to Al Hafra too? Yep. I don't think you can get there through the desert. You probably should have crossed that bridge you passed on the way here. Briggs and the Champer are nowhere to be seen. Water. My throat is so parched. It's no use. There's a spring over there. We can't reach it. I can hear fate mocking us. This desert's so hot out here, I feel dizzy. Sure, it's hot, but it's dry heat, and I can't stand it. I want to go somewhere cool and just relax. Can't we just forget about Briggs? No, I'm not about to quit looking for him. There must be a way through the desert. We must press onwards. This is where my son must prove himself as mayor. So, son, how are you planning to get us through this desert and onto Alfra? My son is in quite a fix, but I'm not going to help him. Only by overcoming adversity will he ever become a strong leader. As you can see, the Elder is quite insistent on finding a way through. He feels the only way to Al Hafra is through this desert. We've reached a dead end. I just want to go home to Madra. Father, how am I supposed to get us through the desert? I think you're overestimating my abilities. My father's always telling me to overcome adversity, but he never tells me how. I don't understand why we can't just go home and forget about Al Hafra. If our cursed pirate Briggs hadn't smashed the bridge, we wouldn't be here. Maybe we won't find him, but I promise you Piers will pay the price for him. That Piers is so on the Champer, we don't need Briggs to prove it. When we get back, he's going to help pay for helping Briggs. Okay, that guy's kind of a dick. Okay, I see paw prints. Interesting. Notice, if you don't have a bridge, a pier is good enough. You don't know what you're talking about. Is this going to be a mimic? You better not be a mimic. Okay, you're not a mimic. Thank you, chest. We're just going to breeze through this desert with all the gear I got from the dungeon on the other side of it, I guess. I guess it. A gin. I can't go back then. Oh, there's something in the sand. Oh, I need to lure it. There we go. Nope, not quite. Notice it would be tricky enough if the thing didn't keep moving while I was in the menus and while I was doing the animation. Yeah. No, that's not it. Where do I need it to go? Okay, I need to let it finish the cycle. There we go. Scoop. Well, here we are, the boss fight. Oh, okay, let's do some healing. Okay. Okay, summon Ramesses. No, this boss fight with Runback that includes a lengthy timing puzzle. Well, to be fair, if you save, you only have to go back to that. When did I last save? I really should have saved. Oh well. Okay, it's dead. I got the scoop gem. I'm sure a scoop will be very useful. Oh, I forgot to unleash a summon. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's use Scoop. Oh yeah, I should unpoison myself. Some vials. Okay, that just restores HP. You know what, I think I'll just call it here. I'll work out how to get that one gin in the desert. On Monday, I guess. So tomorrow evening I'll be on Keith's channel. Give him a quick shout out. For some Lancer. And let's find someone to raid. Maybe I should have had more light in my flat. Oh well. What have we got? Okay, quite a few people are alive. Noah's doing some chatting. Marit's playing Pokemon Let's Go. Pikachu Eevee. The Bunyip Man's playing 2 Point Hospital. Let's read the Bunyip Man. Cool. So yeah, hopefully I might see you tomorrow on Keith's channel. If not, I'll see you Monday. As always, thanks everyone for dropping by. And we're raiding in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe. You're still my favourites.